Ever started a jumbled mess of brackets and thought, what is even going on here? Whether it's code, JSON, or even weird input string, figuring out if it all makes sense can feel like a puzzle. Today we're tackling LeetCode problem number 20, and it's all about bringing the order to that chaos. And once you master it, it's like unlocking a superpower for parsing anything with brackets. Let's make it finally click. Alright, here is the challenge. I give you a string like this or this one, and you have to tell me are the brackets balanced and in the right order. That means every opening bracket needs a matching closing one, and not just anywhere, they have to close in the correct order. So yeah, these two are perfectly balanced and totally valid, but this? Total mismatch. So, where do we even start this? My first instinct maybe I just can count them. Like count opening and closing brackets, and if the numbers match, then we are good, right? Nope, that doesn't work. Think about it. A string like this has two opening and two closing brackets, but they're in the wrong order, it's broken. The count matches, but the structure doesn't. What we really need is a way to track brackets as they come in. Remember which one is still open and make sure that we close all brackets in the correct order. And that, my friends, is where our superhero of the day comes in, the stack. If you've never used a stack, think of it like a stack of plates. You put one on top, and when it's time to take one off, you grab the one on top. Last in, first out. Alright, how do we actually use a stack to solve this? We go through the string one character at a time. If it is an opening bracket, we push corresponding closing bracket onto the stack. Then comes a closing bracket. And this is where the magic happens. First, check the stack. If it's empty, that means we are trying to close something we never opened. That's an instant fail, so we can say immediately that the string is invalid. But if the stack isn't empty, we pop the last closing bracket and compare it to the current one. If they match, all good, move on. But if they don't, boom, mismatch. That means the brackets are in the wrong order, so here we also can say that the string is invalid. Okay, once we've gone through the whole string, we need to check if the stack is empty. If yes, awesome, every opening had a proper close. If not, something's still hanging open and the string is invalid. Alright, enough theory, let's bring it to life with TypeScript. First of all, let's create special object mappings. That's super handy for quickly checking if a character is an opening bracket and what its corresponding closing bracket should be. It makes our code super clean. Next, we initialize a variable called stack, just an empty array of strings. In this case, using an array to emulate a stack works perfectly. Then we loop through the string one character at a time. For each character, we check if it's an opening bracket. We do that by looking it up in our mapping object. If it's there, we push its matching closing bracket onto the stack. That's right, instead of storing opening brackets, we push the one we expect to see later. Now, if the character isn't in the map, that means it's a closing bracket. In that case, we pop the last item from the stack and check if it's matched the current character. If it doesn't, boom, mismatch. That means the brackets are out of order and we return false. Finally, after we have gone through the whole string, we check if the stack is empty. If it is, awesome, all the brackets were matched correctly. If not, some openings never got closed, so the string is invalid. So, what about the performance of this solution? We iterate through the string once. Each operation push, pop, mapping lookup is constant time. If our string has n characters, it's roughly big O of n. In the worst case scenario like this, our stack could hold all the closing brackets. So in the worst case, our space complexity is also big O of n. And there you have it. LeetCode problem number 20 just conquered with the power of stack and TypeScript. This problem is a fundamental, and the stack pattern you just learned is very useful for many other coding challenges. If this video helped you untangle a bracket mess, just drop a like and let me know in the comments what problem you would like me cover next. And if you're prepping for interviews, don't miss this one. It's one of the most frequently asked questions out there.